Hey everyone, this is Mitz Trades with the Eldorado Trade Group, and this is the 6th lesson of our series, Everything You Need to Know to Trade Stock Options, where today we will be discussing indicators in TradingView, including EMAs, VWAP, and RSI. Along with the volume indicators that you learned about in the last lesson, EMAs are also an important indicator to have on your chart. EMA stands for Exponential Moving Average and is a popular indicator used in technical analysis of stocks in TradingView and other charting applications. An EMA is a line that is plotted on a stock chart that is used to identify the trend and potential buying or selling opportunities. EMAs show how the price of a stock changes over time and are more valid on lower time frames like the 1 or 5 minute while day trading. This results in a line that is responsive to recent price changes and provides a clearer picture of the current trend. For example, in a very general sense, if the stock price is above the EMA, this is generally considered to be a bullish signal and may indicate a good time to buy the stock. Conversely, if the stock price is below the EMA, this is generally considered to be a bearish signal and may indicate a good time to sell the stock. Traders can and should also use multiple EMAs on their charts with different time periods to provide a more comprehensive picture of the trend. For example, a 50-day EMA and a 200-day EMA can be plotted on the same chart to see the difference in the short-term and long-term trends. For this specific type of day trading or scalping, I recommend adding an 8, 21, 34, and 200 EMA on your chart. They can be added in your indicator section, and you can change the length to your own inputs by going into the settings section of each EMA indicator. I also recommend changing the color of each one so that you can more easily identify where they are in relation to each other. One way of reading a stock's sentiment is to take note of the position of the EMAs. If the 8 is above the 21, and the 21 is above the 34, and the 34 is above the 200, this can be interpreted as a bullish sentiment. If the 8 is below the 21, and the 21 is below the 34, and the 34 is below the 200, this can be interpreted as a bearish sentiment. Some traders also pay attention to and take trades based on EMA crossovers, EMA rejects, and EMA bounces. One easy example is if the 8 EMA is below the 21 and it crosses over to the upside and now is above the 21, it can sometimes be interpreted as a momentum reversal to the upside. Inversely, if the 8 EMA is above the 21 and it crosses over to the downside and is now below the 21, it can sometimes be interpreted as a momentum reversal to the downside. There are many ways to use EMAs in your trading plan, and you will need to watch the charts and figure out the best strategy for you. The next indicator I will be talking about is the VWAP, which stands for Volume Weighted Average Price and is a popular indicator used in technical analysis of the stock market. The VWAP is a line that is plotted on your chart and represents the average price of a stock based on the volume of shares traded. You can add this indicator in the indicator section of your TradingView. The way the VWAP is calculated is by summing up the total value of all shares traded during a specific time period and then dividing that by the total volume of shares traded during that same time period. This results in an average price that takes into account both the price of the stock and the volume of shares traded. VWAP is commonly used by traders and investors as a benchmark to determine if a stock is overbought or oversold, and also strong or weak. If the stock price is above the VWAP, this may indicate that the stock is strong or bullish, but also overbought and may be due for a bearish reversal. Conversely, if the stock price is below the VWAP, this may indicate that the stock is weak or bearish, but also oversold and may be an indicator for a bullish reversal. There are many other ways to trade the VWAP, like bounces and rejects. This is just a general description, and you will need to watch the charts and get more screen time to see how your favorite stocks react to and around the VWAP to judge for yourself how to incorporate it into your trading strategy. The last indicator I'll be discussing is RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index, and is a popular indicator used in technical analysis. The RSI is a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and magnitude of price changes in a stock and will tell you if it is overbought or oversold. The RSI is calculated by comparing the average gains and losses of a stock over a specified time period. This results in a value between 0 and 100, with values above 70 indicating that the stock is overbought and values below 30 indicating that the stock is oversold. You can customize these values to suit your needs. Some people prefer a more dramatic indication and will set their values to 80 and 20. Traders and investors use the RSI as a tool to identify potential buy and sell signals. If the RSI value of a stock is above 70, this may indicate that the stock is overbought and may be due for a bearish correction to the downside. Inversely, if the RSI value of a stock is below 30, this may indicate that the stock is oversold and may be due for a bullish correction to the upside. In addition to buy and sell signals, the RSI can also be used to identify divergences. A bullish divergence occurs when the stock price is making new lows while the RSI is making new highs. This typically indicates that the stock is likely to reverse and move higher. Similarly, a bearish divergence occurs when the stock price is making new highs and the RSI is making new lows. This may indicate that the stock is likely to reverse and move lower. In conclusion, these are only a few of the indicators that you will come to use while trading. Your chart is very subjective and should be set up how you like with the indicators that work best for you. By paying attention to these indicators, you can better determine a stock's direction while planning your trade. This is the last technicals class. I hope you enjoyed learning on TradingView. The next class will be using thinkorswim, so I recommend opening up a free TD Ameritrade account and downloading thinkorswim on your desktop or laptop computer. Once again, this was Mit's Trades from the Eldorado Trade Group. Thanks for watching. This was the 6th video in our series, Everything You Need to Know to Trade Stock Options, where today we discussed technical indicators on TradingView, including EMAs, VWAP, and RSI. If you learned anything in this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. I hope you have a great rest of your night.